I didn't think I was gonna have to make a video like this, but honestly, I think I found Gran Turismo 7's biggest idiot of the week, if not month, and he needs to be exposed. Who am I talking about? That is none other than Moshsport, guy who I didn't know up until recently. I'm sure you haven't either. So let me put you guys on some game, okay? A couple weeks ago, when I was, feeding my new baby boy bottle, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts trying to show support for community members and whatnot, and I came across a short calling out Island Grown for no apparent reason. Let me show it to you guys. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because it's not my video, but when you get someone getting called out by name who's a supporter of your channel and is an active member in your community, a video without context like this is, I just want to say, at the minimum, annoying. But that in itself is not enough to make a video about a guy who's picking on people that he overtakes in a race. Fast forward a couple weeks. There's a heated debate between him and Dio that ends up turning into a war of words, and apparently Dio said a word that he shouldn't say. I had to look up that word, but it in fact was considered a racial slur, and I don't stand for that. That's not the argument I'm trying to make. I'm just trying to tell you guys the whole story, right? He posted that, Dio did this, it gained him a lot of support, a lot of followers, and a lot of clicks. And what I think happens next is that he sees a formula for success here. Now, this could be wrong, but it seems that the next two people that he comes into contact with on track or off track, it just seems like, oh, if they disagree with him or if they do something to him on track, then they're automatically racist. Insert the next example, Hako. For any of you guys that know Hako, you know that he's 1, really fast, 2, the Canadian alien, and 3, if you mess with him or his friends, he's gonna mess with you back. Now, I can already tell you guys are gonna go in the comment section and say, he's not the Gran Turismo 7 police, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And I'm not trying to argue that his wrong made a right, okay? That's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do is make the case that the second wrong does not make you a racist. So let me play this whole scenario out. We're looking at a daily race here where Moshsport is trying to make an overtake at the hairpin. He punts a guy, gets a 4-second penalty, and decides that he should just carry on as usual because he didn't do anything wrong in his mind. Okay, that's fine. We run across that all the time in dailies. What happens next is that Hako seeks out revenge for him. So, as is customary, Hako ruins Maj's race. All right, that happened. But then what I didn't expect to happen and what he tried to do is wild, in my opinion. All right, so you can see here that he runs and tells all of his subscribers to report Hako for crashing into Moshsport on track, right? He tells everyone to try and get his sponsorship taken away, and he criticizes GTR Simulator for supporting Hako, yada, yada, yada. If this was the entire post, then okay, do I agree with, running and telling everybody to get somebody reported? Depends on the scenario, but here's the kicker, okay? The rest of the post reads, despite this racism and bullying of me, I will never give up and will keep on live streaming. I've suffered verbal abuse and been called a word because of his Pakistani heritage. Now they're hell-bent on destroying you in daily races so you don't achieve A+ rank, but they are deluded. Okay. I almost have no words, but I'm going to try and come up with some for this. First of all, Hako's not a racist, bro. And just because somebody crashes into you on track, they're not a racist. And this post here, this post implies that Hako is a racist, okay? That's what it implies. Now, you can tell that the community agrees with what I'm saying here, and they're backing up Hako. You got 24 likes and 84 comments because you and your guys are battling with the community at large who supports Hako and knows that he's not a racist. Let's open it up. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here to the comment that caught my eye in particular. It's a question as to when he threw racist comments at you, and he didn't at all, and it's one claim to make. And a lot of people are pretty much saying the same thing. Just because you don't like him and because he doesn't like you does not mean he's doing anything to you because you're racist. But you try to do a little bit of a PR cleanup here, and you say, oh, at what point did I say you are racist? Maybe if you learn the English language and you'll see it's a separate paragraph and I'm talking about a separate issue. Maybe you should have stayed in school, bro. Listen, no need to be disrespectful all the time when someone doesn't disagree with you, but I'll have you know that my wife is an English teacher. So she kind of excels in this whole English thing here, okay? And let's scroll back up. So you say all this stuff about Hako, get his sponsorship cut, and it's like also because of his antics, he received his karma and went from A+ rank to C rank in GT7, which whatever. Despite this racism and bullying of me, I will never give up. If you didn't read another single word more, this would be another paragraph, and it would directly imply that the person you're talking about above this is the racist. We know the English language, dog. Don't try to clean this up by saying now it's two separate issues, which might be the case, but this is not what this post said, and that's why the people reacted to it. Now that's one thing. The next thing that you decide to do is to continue to make fun of this guy and put images over his picture. I mean, look at this. Look at this. So because because you and your chat are having fun calling him Batman, you decide to take Batman's mask and put it over an image of Hako. Real mature, my guy. And then, continuing to scroll up, more pictures of an alien with Batman's body. And then you take snapshots from his stream, I guess, and you just continue to make more fun of the guy, despite the fact that he is fast than you, more well-known than you, and way more respected than you are. But that, in combination with the last point that I was talking about with that short, it's still not enough for me to make a video about you. Which, by the way, you're welcome. You're probably going to get a lot more views now that I'm doing this. The next thing you decide to do is patch things up with a guy that I guess you were beefing with earlier in Aussie Tech Racing, right? And you make a community post. You're reuniting with people, building the community together, and, you know, everything's great because you two are standing together against racism. Except the details behind that are a little bit fishy. Look at this post here. Tarnishing your good name, yada, 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 yada. Great. Okay, that would be great in theory. I would be like, bravo, you're really turning it around, especially when this guy is posting things that are clearly racist, right? None of us stand for that. Let me show you something else. Okay, we got to peel this back a little bit. This is how the image looked when it was cropped out by you in 2 subsequent posts saying, oh, we don't stand for this. You know, this guy's delusional, yada, yada, yada. But this is the actual post in its entirety. I'm not going to show you guys the whole image yet. We're going to peel back the layers a bit. Peel it back a little bit, all right? So I can show you what's going on. So we're looking at this post. It says, you know, that ignorant, blah, 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 blah. Not good stuff. But behind that first sentence, after the delusional word there, excuse me, it says, super job, Monsignor, Twitch _ Hako, ... bravo. Now, this is not even English. This doesn't even make sense. Now, if you just saw this by itself, I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 people would be like, wow, this is a bot. This is bot-like behavior, right? You know, regardless of whether it's a bot or it's a real person, it's still not okay. It's definitely wrong. We agree on that, okay? What I'm going to do now is show you how long ago that post was made. Quote unquote 14 minutes ago, right? It has no significance the way that I'm showing it to you guys right now, but we're going to keep on going, okay? 14 minutes ago, all right? Now, I'm going to show you another part of the screenshot of where this came from. This is from Island Grown stream. So a bot 14 minutes ago posted this on Island Grown's already completed stream. He says this stuff, and it looks like the bot is saying, yeah, you know, we're saying all this bad stuff about Mosh Sport. Here's the kicker. This is a clipped screenshot from somebody else's community post. And that person is Max Lewis. And look at when he posted this. Max, if you didn't see before, is a diehard supporter of Mosh Sport, okay? You can see in all his comments that he's defending him at every step of the way. But it's just a little bit fascinating to me that this bot post gets posted on Island Grown's already completed stream, not even 15 minutes before getting screenshotted by this guy. And then he makes a comment from Island Grown 777, stream more racism. By all accounts and intentions, it looks like something's a little bit fishy here with the timing. Why would this bot randomly decide to comment on Island Grown stream, a guy that you already have problems with? Why would it take less than 15 minutes for someone to pick up on that comment, screenshot it, and then accuse Island Grown, who's a good guy, of having racist tendencies? I'll let you guys fill in that part yourself. And then why would you, Moshport, edit out the bot evidence part and then use it to stand together in the face of racism? Just looks a little suspicious to me, bro. All the while, you've ignored my recommendations at every step. When you had that post about Hako and implied that he was racist, I let you know in the comments, yo, it's mad reckless. You might want to edit that part. I'm trying to help you out so that way you don't paint the wrong picture. It gets ignored. But meanwhile, you start to argue with everybody else on their posts. Then when you made this post, standing together with Ozzy, which was, in my opinion, a charade, I let you know, maybe you should apologize for Max posting this, right? And calling Island a racist. That gets left out. Lastly, when I actually call you out in my community post, because that's how far I'm willing to go for my community members, this is your response. I'm sorry, who are you again? It's got absolutely nothing to do with you, so crack on, mate, and mind your own business. That's what you have to say about it. Not, that was not cool what that guy did. Okay? To which I replied to you, when it's my community you're affecting, it's my business, and you're going to learn who I am. So if you're watching at this point in the video, thank you for watching so far, but this is who I am. I'm a guy who has a community and sticks up for the members of the community. I'm the guy who calls out BS when I see it, and this is an example of that. I'm the guy who, maybe like you, has actually experienced racism on stream and off it in real life, and can empathize with those types of situations, which you might have encountered. But this is not it. Like, why are you allowing this to happen? And most of all, I'm the guy that's actually trying to help you by pointing out your inconsistencies to you, but you've ignored them so far. All you had to do to fix this was just apologize for the stuff that you were saying about these guys, Hako and Island, but you decided to double down and triple down on this BS. All right, so this is what happens. But let me take it one step further, because I am actually committed to trying to help you see the light, see the error in your ways, and better yourself. Did you know that there's someone in your chat that has a history of displaying homophobic and transphobic behavior? Did you know that someone in your chat is actively under investigation by law enforcement in a different country for cyberbullying? I hope you figure out who these people are who are in your chat. I'm not lying about this. They're in your chat, and you take the appropriate action. But most of all, I hope you can see the light, bro, and change your ways. And stop doubling down and tripling down on things that aren't true just because people disagree with you. It's gonna catch up to you in the end. And that's not a threat, it's an eventuality. Now, it may not be nice for me to call you the idiot of the week. That's true, but you're the one who decided to make a video about Hako without even knowing who he was, calling him an idiot of the week. You're the one who decided to create a YouTube short making fun of Island Grown just by overtaking him on track and laughing to the bank about it. You're the guy who decided to dive bomb that driver, incur a 4-second penalty, and just keep on driving as if it's not your fault and display poor sportsmanship. When poor sportsmanship happens to you, now all of a sudden that guy's a racist? Well, are you racist against the guy you hit? None of that makes any sense, bro. And what you need to stop doing is stop gaslighting your audience and race baiting people, making them believe that everyone who disagrees with you is inherently racist. Anyway, that's it. These are my keys to success, my guy. Follow them and maybe you'll be able to clean this whole mess up yourself. But until then, man, you're not like us, man. That's the end of the video. If you liked me exposing a GT7 fraud, I guess hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I don't have to make another video like this. Maj, figure it out, bro. I'll see you guys later. Peace.